Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am in sub-zero temperatures, sitting on frosty bench seats to talk to you about some thoughts I had while driving around in the fog the other day. It was really cool. I love fog. It's definitely my aesthetic typically. I kind of forgot that I love like foggy sceneries and really deep greens like mountain stuff, so that was a really nice reminder of that, and I wanted to go out and shoot. Couldn't actually do it because of work, but it did spark some thoughts about fog and the fact that you could barely see, and it made me think about the fact that it was really like short-sighted. You can't really see much. You couldn't really see further than 100 meters. And it made me think about like short form content and the fact that everything right now is kind of just shorts online. Everything is short this, short that. Nothing really long form. Well, not really pushed as much anymore. It made me think about a couple of things that I wanted to just like brain dump to you once again. I love doing these sort of videos. So yeah, before we get into it, leave a like on the video. Actually, you can leave a like if you want to. If you think anything on this video is kind of nice to think about or has resonated with you, you can leave a like, but I'm not going to force you to do that. Anyway, YouTube stuff aside, the fact that it was so foggy, it made me think about like playing Minecraft and turning your render distance down to like the minimum settings. Bit of a nerdy reference there, but I like playing Minecraft. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, turning it down, you can barely see anything further away, and with that you don't get to see like the awesome landscape around you if you did have your full vision turned up. On that day, I couldn't see the beautiful mountains we have around here in Canberra. I couldn't see the lakes that we have around here. And while I was driving, all I could really think about was, hey, I gotta stay alert because I don't know what's coming up ahead. And I found that as like a weird metaphor for life. The fact that if you are always looking maybe this far ahead of you, you're not really seeing the big grand scheme of things. Of course, there's times in life where you want to just focus, and having that narrower frame of mind helps. But when you are just narrow-minded and you're not looking at your big scheme, you're not really getting your bearings to see where you're going, that narrow-mindedness will just leave you feeling lost and not actually looking at the stuff that you need to be doing. Does that make sense? I hope so. So like, I guess you need to sort of align far goals. You need to know what your goals are in the future. You need to know what things are further away, and then you can kind of flip the switch and focus really hard on stuff that's close to you. Yeah, I think that was kind of what I was trying to say there. The way that I'm going to be applying this in my life is with YouTube. I need to start narrowing further on to what this channel is going to be, and that'll really give me my North Star for whether I pull out the camera or not. I remember when I first started this YouTube journey, I wanted to just get better at speaking and getting my point across, and by doing these longer form videos where I don't even cut the video, maybe just edit it slightly, just polish things and not do too many cuts. That's kind of the goal that I want to like grow, like the skill I want to grow on this channel by doing these videos. Another thing that I wanted to do for myself as a personal goal is to get more comfortable being uncomfortable. So I'm filming in a public area. It's not as populated as most places. Not long ago I tried to film over there, and there was a guy and he was looking at me, and I was like, oh crap, now I feel a bit uncomfortable. And I think that was a good thing, getting uncomfortable, being uncomfortable. Yeah, that's a big goal for me on this channel, and one of the reasons why I started it. Another goal that I had for this channel once again was to provide a bit of entertainment and just to share some of the knowledge I have in my brain. So I'm going to start leaning more into that, and I hope that you find some value out of it too. And yeah, I think that's a really good starting point. Of course, I'm going to be revising and reviewing my progress here and there, so check-ins like this might be more common. If you watched my last video talking about how I'm running out of time to do creative stuff with like photography and that sort of thing, you'll know that I'm going to be starting to do a bit more of these style videos. So maybe this is sort of a redundant video and I'm blabbering on about something I've already discussed, but it's something on my mind, and being able to just speak and talk to you or talk to a camera in a way that I find enjoying, is that even the word? In a way that I find fulfilling and fun, I think is a nice way to keep myself creating, grow those skills that I discussed before, my speaking, my getting used to being uncomfortable, and just grow this channel a bit more. Hopefully that resonated with you. I want you to think about in your life, and this is a thing that I've been thinking about lately after I had that little epiphany, what am I doing to kind of avoid looking at these further long-term goals, and how can I properly align my short-term goals to get there? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Here's an example. I want to make a photography book. I'd love to make a little zine. I'd love to make a book someday in the future. Whether it's the near future or further down the track, I'm not sure. But I need to make sure that the photos that I'm taking, or the reasons why I'm taking my camera out, might align with that. No, not everything has to be goal-oriented, like future goal-oriented. Sometimes it can just be for fun, and that is totally okay. But having that North Star is going to give me a bit of direction, and you can apply this for many other things in life. You can do this with like financial goals. What am I saving for? And what are the short-term goals to get there? That sort of thing. It's definitely stuff that's been discussed before, but I don't know. I thought just driving around in the fog and looking at all that scenery, I thought it was a cool idea to discuss with you guys. So let me know down in the comments one of the goals that you're working on, and one of the short-term goals that you're going to take, and one of the short-term actions that you're going to take toward that goal. All right. I think that's it for now. Otherwise, I'll just keep on blabbering. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. I've brought my camera and I've got some film back from my lab. So I've got some photography videos cooking once again. So stay tuned for those two. Anyway, see you in the next video. Peace.